Welcome to Amberskies. My name's Blades, and yes, we're back with a bit of this. Oh, right. Game music. What's this? Our program. Yes, we have, well, a menu system to build. We'll give this a little go today and see if we can actually build any of it. We've got the basic foundation in, by the looks of things, so can't be too bad. Can't be too bad. I think we need to get rid of that. And we'll close you. Close you. And here we are. Amberskies, Amber 3D SL is growing. It's growing into something, well, pretty useful. To say the simplest, and well, let's have a look at our menu system. It's wonderful, it's massive, yeah. Okay. What's going on here? Alright. Underscore. Let's just pop these in. Color models. Got to put these in, so I better put these in, I suppose. Underscore max. Texture models. So we store it. We need to store that because what comes next? There we go. Whoa, no, that one. Lovely. Hold on. And that's it. That's our setup. So let's think about what we want to do for the next step. I think we need to be able to list out each menu item in the correct place. So starting at the 1st or 0th and going through to the 9th, if there is one. So where shall we do that? Really, we should do it here. So that's where we're going to do it. We've got our menu 1. So what we're going to really do now is set the object's positions. Now we don't have access to anything like that. I'm not going to be using inheritance on this. I've decided I'm not going to be using inheritance unless it's very necessary. After our last episode of the compiler cocking up, I don't want to deal with that anymore. So instead, we shall use something else. What shall we use? We can use our menu 1. Menu 1 should decide where it's going to place things. So menu 1 needs a positioning system. I think that's simple enough. Yeah, I think I'm thinking through this now, and it's starting to sound probably good. So let's go over to menu 1, and let's start up a positioning system for it. Menu1.h. So we've got items, num items. Let's have positions as well. Now positions will be a QVector 3D. We've already got a menu location. Oh, that's handy. That's going to be very, very useful. So let's pop in underneath menu location. a Q vector 3D. We may as well put it after it. Vector. I'm typing one-handed again today, sorry. My left hand's totally out of the window at the moment. We've been playing games and it's not really working, shall we say. Item, location. And that's going to be num items, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Now, these menu locations are never going to change. So they're a bit static. All we have to do for this is decide where the menu location starts, which we have, and then make a row of models. It really is that simple. There's nothing genius going on about this. So here, we can put in a for next loop. So we're starting it at 0 there, and we've got a menu location, so I've got to be careful now. Where do I put the top right hand corner of each item? We have to put it 2 out at -2. So that we can use a 2 meter block. I think that might be a good idea. Underscore item. Did I just call it location? No. Can we get that other mouse out of the way? Thanks. Alright, it's that one. Now, like I said, it's going to be static, so we may as well set it up here. And it's going to be a for loop. Really. So for index 0, whilst index is less than num items. Index, what's wrong with index? Alright, that's okay then. Index plus plus. There we go. Standard, everyday, for loop. Not a massive one. Don't need a massive one. There we go. There we go. M location, index, equals a Q vector 3D. This is what I call obvious programming. Because I'm a researcher rather than a developer, I do the research more than developing. I use obvious development tools in my mind, which is say something in English and then just write it down in code. So what I've done here is for each item in the index, we are going to create a location. And that's how the code should read, I hope. Now this location is only going to change in the X direction and being positive. So the location is going to be 0.0 f times index. Really, I should have brought that down to a new line. Do it properly. The next part, we need to center everything. So that should be 1.0. If we're using 2, it becomes a 1. That's no good to me. We'll use a 0.5 then. That's height, 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 height. Okay, I'm going to go with 0.5f. And then minus, I think it's 1.5. I want a gap. Okay, we'll do it this way, and we will argue with myself afterwards. Alright, do what's obvious first. It's wrong, but it'll do us for now, until we decide it's right. Oh. Index 9 is out of range. I don't care. Well, I do care. So it is going to have to be 10. What I'm going to do is, instead of doing that then, there, I can now transport this in. To be done properly. There you go. Now it can shut up with the little green squiggly line. I think that's fair enough. Yeah. I'm better with the idea of that because they're both using them items. So that's fantastic. There we go. So what we should get is a line of squares. When we set our max items, we are not going to bother with that in a minute, for the minute, shall I say. Yeah, I've got a clump in here just for the moment. Yeah, okay. Set max item. And do we have a set item? No, we don't. It's an easy way of doing that. I'll do it for us. That will hold the initial IDs of 0 to 9. So we've got that. We just need to get the item location and pop it there. It's a getter. And it's an Q vector 3D. and it's going to be called get item location. All we're going to do for that is return int I. We're just going to return, and that's going to be m item location enum underscore item. We're not doing anything special again, we're just giving it a basic functionality. And that's all I'm trying to do. Now this is where the trick comes in. Because we want a render menu which will use this, but has to know the item that we're after. Well, that's quite simple really when you think about it. We've already got a menu system, which is good. And if you have a look in OpenGL, we already have a model warehouse that is doing this. This is what's deciding should go where. Initialize 3D menu system. Okay, let's do that then. It's M menu system. What have we done to it so far? We have made it. Let's see what we have to initialize, shall we? Max color models, max texture models. Okay, we can do that. I'm only going to do the color objects first and see if we can get those moving. And after that, we'll see how it goes. Alrighty. Oh. I want to keep this as simple as possible. I don't want to be messing around. So it's telling us to initialize the 3D menu system here. So m underscore, it'll be menu, I guess. Yep, menu system. And that's going to be set up. And it's going to need max color models and max texture models. So we're going to do color models, which there are 2. Obviously that'll change. That's not quite correct. Let's have a look at our color models. It's just color entities, isn't it? I think that's better. What will that give back? I think that will give us the correct number, but we will need to check. While in here, where we put it actually. Alright, that's our left button thingy. Alrighty. Alright, so before we get there... Interesting. Because we're doing the map there. Right, yes, we can now drop this. We no longer need it. So all of this can be altered. Let's have a look. That one. So here, we only need to put the map in. That's that one. That command there. And that's your map. Lovely. That's nice of it. Advanced. I think it's Alt Shift on here. Yep, it is. And that's that done. That's the map. And that means we are now free to do the menu. M_menu. And we'll need a command to do it. So on our menu system, we will need... We'll need a batch renderer. And we will need to hold the color. Color and texture. Model warehouse H. Right, so that's our batch renderer. Menu system. I'm gonna have I will be using this model selection thingy soon. Menu system. That will be OpenGL. What happened there? Oh. Okay. I'll have you. It's my bad. I'll have you. Copy. Tokyo. I'll pop it under here. So we've got the batch renderer. What else do we need? We will need a way to store our model. Our entities, in fact. There they are. Lovely. We'll have them. Q vector. Oh, I've got a little squeaking cat here. Oh, that's lovely. He's squeaking at me. Q vector. And what else does it need? Entities. Full entities and textured entities. And 2. That's lovely. We'll do that. Now comes the tricky part. What should we call it? Let's call it void. Add menu 1. We're going to take in that. I'm going to start splitting these down again because this is going to get awful otherwise. And we are also going to need that one. But I want the address. I don't want a full copy. I just want the address. Mind you, there's not really much in there. I don't think a full copy would be too bad. What other information do we need? The batch renderer itself. So we'll have one of them as well, please. That's already a pointer, so that's fine. And all of this can go into setup. Means we don't need those. What we really need in setup is them two. Make it a lot simpler because you're not passing them through every goddamn time. And that's now going to be called setup menu 1. So it's got a distinctive name. Yeah. I'm a lot happy with that. that becomes a simple call. That's going to be setup menu 1. And you're no longer going to take those two things. Just get rid of that for a second. You are going to take these 3 things. Take the ML. Yeah. That should do better. And that's now in the wrong place. Alrighty, that's all set up nicely now. That makes more sense to me. Back here, we just do that. And it reads right. This is now wrong up here. Setup now takes m_batch renderer, m_color entities, m_texture entities. Okay. Does now. There you go. Because of that, we can now change our code here, which is saying, hey up, one moment, there's something wrong here. And it's in... Have we just changed thing there? Okay. Yeah, okay. Get rid of you for a second. In that one there. There we go. So that will equal will we need anymore? We don't need those 2 variables anymore. Aha. We've replaced them. Totally. Magic. That's brilliant. That's made it a lot better. Because that is just going to be color entities dot size, and that's just going to be texture entities dot size. That automatically gives us the correct values there. So we just need to set the other variables. M_color entities equals, ooh, this could get tricky. Don't think that's right. It'll accept it, good. Because they are addresses anyway. M_texture. Oh, don't do that. Texture entities. Entities, and there we go. We have menu 1 set up. Alright, let's get this properly displayed. So I can read it properly. That's a lot better. So when we add menu, all we have to do now is go through each of the coloured models. Let's do the colour. Colour models. Add colour model. Go. So it is going to be a 4. Int index equals 0, whilst index is less than m_color entities. Do we have a getter? No, we have a setter. Yeah, that's okay. I don't think it's needed. But we have it. Index is less than size. Index plus. And for everything in there, we'll need a batch thingy. And that's a problem. Yeah, I can see a problem. That's load. Where's our actual command? Oh. That's all there is to it. We'll see how that works then. In here. Let's take that off. Edit, advanced, toggle. Alright. That's it. I've done that. And that's going to be index. And that's going to be index. Yeah, that'll work. So all we have to do now is from our menu, get item location, int I index. And that should be a QVector3D. And we'll call it location. This is going to be quite strange. M underscore color entities set location. No. All right. What the hell have we done with that? Set position. Okay. No, I'll do it. To location. There we go. That's that done. Now you just render it in the right position. And the batch renderer will take care of that for us. Will it work? No idea. I should have done a rebuild. Never mind. Let's try it all out and see what happens. See what kind of cock-up I've just made. It usually is the first time I try something like that. Come on, you should give me out-of-bounds errors and things. Nothing has changed? Okay. Yeah, let's do a rebuild. Just in case I've missed something completely obvious. Like not using the function that I've just written, for instance. Hold on a minute. What's that saying there? What specified dependency? World Builder console. Debug does not exist. DBT. Mock predef. May cause incremental build to work incorrectly. Oh, fantastic. Who's got mock predefs.h.cbt then? Why haven't you made one? Interesting. It's an interesting error anyway. Or warning, should I say. Which might cause us problems. Yeah, my dice is still there. Okay. Update window 3D, yeah. Alright. Right. Yep, that sends it to here. Model warehouse, render all. This width, mouse position, and projection. Yep, that's correct. Correct so far. We haven't asked for a menu choice at this point. Because we don't have a menu that's actually drawing. So we're off to model warehouse, render all. I'm not sure. Have I done that correctly? Interesting. I mean, the dice should be drawn. I'm just wondering why it is. We haven't asked it to be, and that's a problem. If there's an error, the dice shouldn't be drawn. It's not building this. I need model warehouse redone, please. Yes, you've been redone. So how can you build something that isn't being asked for? There's no way that dice can be in the corner. I haven't asked for it. Hmm. I'm damn sure that didn't ask for a 0, 0. Okay. Alright. So, what do we got? We're here. Okay. The first location is 0, 0, 0. Yeah. Well, that didn't work, did it? So at index 0, we are getting a location of 0. Nice. That goes off to the batch renderer. At index 1, we're getting 0, 0, 0. Yeah, our placements are wrong. So get item location is returning 0's index. Okay. Hmm. Mm-hmm. That might not help. How's about that? What am I missing this time? M_items is initialized. No, it's not. It's here. Dumbo. Please ignore Microsoft. They don't know how to program. That's obvious, really, when you have a look at Windows. That is the problem. This hasn't been made by programmers for programmers. This has been made by Microsoft to earn money. Fine. Stepping over this time, we have index 0. Gives us a value. Index 1 gives us another value. Alright. Alrighty. That's interesting. That's very interesting. We're also not adding the entity 0. And it's going to be modified. So we'll add the cursor to the renderer, that's the first thing. Okay. Yeah. Fine. That will give us an instance of the box. We can have more than one box, so we'll have to batch rendering. Okay. We can use instance rendering, so I'm not bothered there. And it is moving it. Okay, I understand. Yes, we are altering the same object in here. So stop doing that is the answer. Yeah, get off my cursor. Yeah. Thank you. Got my cursor back. I think it's time to move my camera. I'm fed up of having to scroll up. Alrighty, where's my cameras? We'll go to 35. 35. Try that. That's better. Is that in the right position? Oh. It is not. Well, it's correct in that it's gone far enough out. It's too far up, so my X direction wasn't enough. It was under menu 1. DPP. Yeah. How's about... Oh, start at 2. Because we're not doing the first one. We skipped the first one. We don't need it. There you go. Bit of a note. Ignore the squiggles. Okay. We are done. You now have a dice to play with. Let's have a look. There it is, our lovely dice. What we need to be able to do now is to place our cursor on it, or to be able to pick it. Okay. It is a bit far. I think it should have been at 1. 1, yeah. Needs to go back by 1, doesn't it? Okay. Right, so I'm happy with that now. That we're getting the initial position. Now how are we going to select it? We need to be able to select it. So let's start having a look at our mouse picker again. Because that's what this all started from. Doing this GUI 3D thingy. We need to be able to select it. And for that I'm going to need a brain. And I haven't got a brain today. I can only do simple things. So let's follow it through. We make a mouse picker. We've got a cursor for it. We initialize the 3D menu system. That's good. Now, mouse picker update. So what I'm really looking at is this. From there, check menus here. Left myself a note. Here. To this line. Come back. To add cursor to menu, check menus here. I like you. Else if don't set, we do one thing, else we decide that. What we now have to do is decide what we are pointing at. And we will be pointing at a model. So instead of returning, what do we return from it? A cursor position. What we need to know is what's on that cursor position. Now, where do we know that? Here. Right. Our menu system is added too late. These two are too late. Right, we've decided that all this is now rubbish. We're not working with this anymore. Let's get rid of that, shall we? These two items here need to be above here. First of all, will they still work here? That's got the texture entity. What happened to the other one? Add our add map models. Add the menu system, then use the mouse picker. Then, yes. We will need object picked as a number. So it's 0 unless we hit another object. Okay. Clean up. Okay, let's test run. Make sure everything works the same. And then we write the code. Yep. Fantastic. This is working. God damn it, it's working. Stop it. Stop it, Blades. Go and make a cup of coffee or something, because it's working. Alright, let's do that. Let's go and make a cup of coffee. Give you some music. There we go. I can't see the volumes. Let me just make sure I'm not blasting your ears out. Alright, that's soft enough. Be right back, grabbing a coffee.
I know the sadness that cripples you. It comes in waves and out of the blue. But there are days you feel freedom too. Bask in the glorious lightning. Move like the sunlight, darkness can't hold you here. Falling might push through the atmosphere. This is your dawn, this is your break. Move like the, move like the, move like the sunlight. Darkness can't hold you here. Falling might push through the atmosphere. This is your dawn, this is your break. Move like the, move like the. Move like the, move like the. Move like the, move like the. Radiate, radiate, radiate. Gravitate, gravitate, gravitate. Innovate, innovate, innovate. Move like the sunlight. I said no, 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 it was supposed to be my pentakill. Why did you die to me? I killed, I know, 1, 2, 3 for champions. I can't believe you're trolling. No, it was supposed to be my pentakill. Why did you die to me? I killed, I know, 1, 2, 3 for champions. I can't believe you're trolling.
Wait a minute!
Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Be with you in a sec. Very heavy music. Must be dubstep or something.
So I said no, 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 it was supposed to be my pentakill. Why did you die to me? I killed, I know, 1, 2, 3 for champions. I can't believe you're trolling. No, it was supposed to be my pentakill. Why did you die to me? I killed, I know,
Alrighty.
champions. I can't believe you're trolling.
I think I'm ready. Good. That just quietened at the last second there. Oh, thank you. There we go. So this is what we've got. I also noticed that it didn't click into the window. It still worked. Okay. That's a nice bonus. Right, so if I hover the mouse over that dice, we want it to, and click. So hover and click. Okay. So we've got two actions we want to create, a hover and a click. So for a hover, what should we do? Well, it'll be add whatever there, won't it? Oh no. There we go. Yeah. Okay. And we need to check the menus. That is for a button pressed. So check menus. Yeah, right, okay. Got a second one of those. Yeah. So this is when button pressed, if else. So click, hover. So there's two separate types. No. I know where to do it now. So we have the position of the cursor, we can use that. We need to return a value, an int, for this 0 thingy here. The only trouble is that integer has to go outside to here as well. Can't use the cursor position, can we? Can we? Yes, we can. We'll pass the cursor position into the menu system. So we'll want to check menu clicked and check menu hover. All right. And we know we need to give back an int. Hello, Muppet. We don't need to know whether it's clicked or not, we just need to return a value. Yeah. Now, what is our cursor position going to be? It's going to be the center of the square. It's been modified at this point or not? I think it has. I think it has. Yeah, we modify it here. Maybe we don't want to do it there. That's positioned to the closest 1 meter square. Top left hand corner. No, it's not, it's +5. +5. Okay. So it takes the top left hand corner and then it adds 0.5 onto it. The Y position is irrelevant. So that's just casting. Okay. That can come afterwards. He's trying to phone me on the landline. Why are you doing that? I know who it is now, though. That can go. Yeah. All right. Well, that's correct. That's already correct, so I'll just leave it as that. Okay. Okay. Got to get it working first with what we've got. Ooh, bad spelling. And its cursor position. That will give back a 0. Int. I'll just call it item selected. And we can't have it there. Otherwise it's not going to work properly. It's part of that for loop. Take that off now. It'll use the correct one. Yeah. It should give the same answer there. And of course we'll put it in the wrong place. Because that is our now item selected. Of course 0 being the default. Yep, that works for me. Yep. And we have our set position there. Oh dear. Goes there. becomes a function. Position to closest 1 meter. We have a new function. And it's a QVector 3D, isn't it? And it's position to one m square. Q vector 3D position. Aldo? So that's positioned to 1 meter square. That goes into here. Oh, that didn't work. What's going on here? Position. No idea. To 1 meter square. Just takes the cursor. Cursor pos. And cursor pos equals that. And that's how you find out when you need a function or not. There we go. Nice easy function created. Lovely. That'll work. Ba-dum-bum. Don't need it there. Replaces that. There you go. Lovely. That worked. So it should be exactly the same. Yeah. Because we can't select anything yet. We haven't written the code for it. Alright, that's looking okay. That's looking very okay. Get rid of a couple of these. Aren't needed. Add them where they are needed for readability. My mouse picker now goes from update, set scale, yeah, okay, fine. Left button, I didn't set the scale, did I? Never mind. Matters not at this point. Alrighty. Now our mouse will give us a return code of cursor position, which means we need our cursor position to be able to go outside of the terrain. Is in here. Choose. No. Distances. No. Here they are. Ooh. -2. -1. But only in the Z direction. Okay. We'll let you go out to -2 now. Yeah. And that should give us the same result. Nearly. Coffee time. What's it build? Ooh, I did some errors. Oh no. Expected a semicolon, of course you did. Just where? There we go. I didn't take a semicolon, no. Oh. Dar. Doesn't work if you put it there. Has to go inside the brackets. Alright, we can seem to get 1 out, but not 2 out. Does mean we can select it. Can we? No, we can't. We need to be able to go further than that. It's mainly because of the way it's displayed, I think. Got a 0 there, which we probably weren't checking before. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that is correct. Can't see it working fully, but it is there. So if I want to, got 3, 4 positions that it can be in to select that object, or if that object, if the position of the object is within the cursor. Okay. Alright, we just have to work on the return value now. Which is going to happen here. So we have to go through each entity in our menu. We do have a max, do we? Max items, yes. Good. So we'll use an index for int item or object menu item equals 0. No, it doesn't. It equals 1. We don't use 0. To menu item is less than or equal to the m underscore menu dot no arrow get max items semicolon menu item. Is that correct? It's a struct. Fantastic. That'll work. It's not even a class. Fantastic. Coffee time. So we need to get the location of the item. Item location is a QVector 3D. And that equals you can see here now that the menu is independent. Menu item, please. There you go. So we take the item location of the menu item, object, whatever you want to call it, don't care. And now what we need to know is that cursor position a match? So if it is a match, that's the menu item. If how do we make a bounding box on that? Depends on the item locations. You don't need a bounding box, you just need a bounding plane. If And that's function. But that's not a function 3D. Function 2D. Got to be careful here which one I use. Because I want a very, very quick one for the menu. I don't want a full introspective review like we want in the game, which is a full collision system. This isn't a full collision system, this is just picking a location. And I know there's 4 of them. The answer's up above. Is it? No, it's not. I'm going to put them slightly up. Minus 1.5. I want full figures. I can't be doing with zeros and stuff, so I want integers here. Really. So X. It doesn't matter. Z does. So it's the X and the Z values that count. Interesting. And that should be. That has to be 2. As it's just gonna bleh on us. Because we haven't set a scale. Haven't scaled this yet. You have to do that in 3D, you have to set a scale. Want to do it without scaling first. That has to be a 2, so it jumps in 2s. So it's got to be within an X value and a Y value. So check versus X, check versus Y. Z is always -2 to 0. Alright, I think we can do this. And the X is always that to +2. So let's look. So these are the start values. 2, -2, -2. Alrighty, so we've got our values. So if item location is greater than menu item times 2.0f. Yeah, that's right. 2.0f times, use the same things, menu item and it's got to be within the range. It's an and. That has to be true. And it also needs to be item a location. Also needs to be less than what we just typed in. We should really use an offset, but I'm not doing that at the moment. Plus the initial value. Right, so if that checks out, we can do the second if. If, yes, you don't do both ifs. Do them separated. Because then you might not need to check the second one. Saves a hell of a lot of time. People will tend to put the X and the Z into one long if of ands, you know, just and this, and this, and this, and this, and just do one if statement. But it's faster to split your if statement down. Funnily enough, because what I could do is just say, well, I could split this down into two if statements. So if the value is less than 2.0f, it'll jump the whole lot. It'll react faster. Pretty obvious, really, when you think about it. But I'm only going to split it into two, because I think that's optimal. And it also makes more sense. Item location. And that's got to be the .x, isn't it? That was checking X, so let's put that in. Now the Z has to be greater than -2. And item location. See how this simplifies it all down. Z has to be less than. Could make it equal to as well. I think we will. 0. Then we return the item location. No, we return the menu item. That we have chosen. A number. Or we return 0, which is a pointer. So either an item number or the cursor will be returned. And yeah, I am going to go for equals on these. Just to make sure I hit them. Why does that break it? Oh, okay. It's got to be on the other side. Alright. Okay. Alright. Being silly and pedantic. Can't have your symbols in the wrong order now, can we? So that will now return us a menu item if we're actually hitting a menu item. To find out whether we're doing that, we're just going to do a simple test. What we're going to do is we're going to spin our menu item. I think that's a simple test. We've done that before. So back under the warehouse, we will take the result of the hover. The hover is here, okay. All right, we've got an item selected now. Set position. Okay. If keep putting wanting to put the. If the item selected is not equal to 0, then the colored entity, color entities, item selected, dot increase rotation. Let's have a look. In the X direction, the Y direction, and the Z direction. I'll go for X and Z then. So 0.1F. This is going to be a bit fast, I think. 0. Actually, no, because we've got frames per second. We're not controlling our frames per second. Remember, I've done nothing on that. And in fact, I'm not even sure if I will do. Well, let's see if that will give us something to work with and test, or not, depending how many errors I've just put in. Do you see how little coding I do before looking at what the heck was that warning? All right, we picked it up, have we? All right, we got our selections wrong. There was a warning on there. I didn't even bother to look. Rebuild. Want to look at your warnings. Yeah, that's your problem, not mine. Please do something about it. Microsoft, you're supposed to be semi-intelligent these days. There it is. Unreferenced formal parameter. Can I have my warning back? Can I have my warning back? Thank you. Oh, never mind. Wait till you finish now. Menu system, CPP. Menu system, CPP, cursor position. Yeah, that's what I've done wrong, isn't it? Yeah. I've used the wrong variable. A numpty. I was testing you, alright. Testing you. Yeah. That might be better. Let's try that. You never know. You never know. Right, cursor's back. Oh, yes! What did we do to it? Index out of range on a Q vector. Fantastic! We can see it started turning. Abort, please. Alright, so there's something wrong that I did there. Out of range. Yes, it is. You're right. There. That one. That's better. I put an equal sign on it, I shouldn't have done. Alright, it drops it to the floor, so we didn't get the Y position. Actually, that's a good effect. Wow, I like that. That's how you select an object. Let's see if it works. Okay, we're selecting it one too early. We've got an equal sign in there that's wrong. Okay. So it does that correctly, it does that correctly, and then it puts it back. Yes. I like that effect. Should we keep it? It's accidental. I don't know. Less than. Greater than. Not equal to. Gonna be less than on that. Oh, sugar. Not too much. There we go. The second one we can't have an equal sign on. In fact, we can take the equal signs off completely. Or can we? Right, let's test that. Can we take these equal signs off completely? I would leave the first two on, personally. Let's take them out completely. This is research. And that bug has to be off. Let's go over here a bit. See better. Right, so we can hold it there, hold it there, hold it there. We should... Ooh. Right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Back. 1. Ah, yeah, I see what's going on. It's very sensitive in your mouse position. As soon as your mouse goes over it. That's all. I think that's very clever. Oh, we can go around the back of it, can we, now? Yeah, that's the problem. We can now go around the back of it. No. I don't like that idea. I want those equal signs back in. I don't want to be able to go around the back of it. That could create confusion. Because it confuses the hell out of me. Alright, we should not be able to go out of the back of it. Can. We're only getting that one strip. So, as before, give it a bit more, and that should do it. That should take care of that. But we had to do 3 on the other side as well. And there's a lot of messages coming up that I don't like. Yeah, that's a bit better. Now when I actually get my mouse over it, it seems to be moving properly. Yeah, it is. Yeah, we can move it around a little touch there, which is fantastic. It picks it up properly. That's what happens if you hover over an object. You could spin it a bit faster than that, I think. .5 is a good idea. Let's go now close up on this. Right, let's show you exactly what's happening. I think my figures are correct now. Right, if you go outside of the menu, yeah, it comes back to center. We haven't done that menu yet, so it's just coming back to center. Very fast. Ah, yeah, now you can see it happening. I think that's a lot better. But when I click, it disappears. Oh, not quite. A little bit of it stays there. That's quite funny. I click now. Yeah. That's really funny. Sorry. But it shouldn't disappear. Because we should have an if statement for this. It's here, when clicked. So what we want to do is have the item selected, when clicked, be permanent. So you're going to have an item clicked. More than likely. So this is our clicker, and this is our rotator. Have a look. So we can reposition it, which we do. So if item selected equals 0, we can do that. We can switch the cursor. Only want to do that if we've got item selected, or yeah, item selected. Yeah. Right, so we'll only do that if it's 0. And then item clicked equals 0. Pop in that bit. No, we won't pop it in that bit. That's stupid. Pop it in that bit instead. Right, so that takes the item clicked there, else item clicked equals item selected. let's see, item click comes in as a 0. And selected comes in as a 0. That will work. Yes. This will only happen on a left click. If there is no click, we don't need to check the menu. We only need to do this if it's 0. Oh no, we can keep it going. No, we'll keep that rotation going because it's funny. We'll have to control that rotation later on because that will become either the mouse wheel or something, a graphic on the screen, a menu graphic on the screen. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. So how that's gonna work, I ain't sure. But this will not change item clicked. This will only change item selected. I'll use it in here though. I want to keep it rotating for a bit. Done here. There we go. So if the item clicked is 0, it can rotate. What about hover? Well, we want the hover as well. Or. Put an or in it. Item selected. I'm trying to think about this one badly. My brain is stopping working. Okay. I don't know if that will work or not. I'm selected does. Click. Cursor position goes back to 0. Yeah, I think it's an or, not an and. We could put that to an and, so only when you click on it will it spin around, but then you don't know if you're hovering over. We don't have a highlighter yet. That's what I'm thinking. Getting tons of messages all over the place. Okay, we've got an effect going. That should then follow the mouse. Follow mouse. Horrible thing. Okay. We are not changing the item selected location. That's correct. No, it's not. Interesting. There's a recomplication on this here. Because I'm coming off the item clicked. You can't. And it resets every time through. Okay. I need to know if we've got an item. And we need to be able to store that value. Fine. It's got to be, well, it's a static local. And I don't want to do that. Because that just confuses everybody by using statics. So I'll keep it simple. Ah. That's bad. I'll do that. Let's do that instead. There we go, that'll stop it from whinging up there. Thank you. This doesn't look right. Alright, so if the button is pressed, check if the item selected equals 0. If it does, I clicked equals 0, that's correct. If it's not 0, then we don't need to do anything. Don't do anything, it's easier. Else, so if we haven't clicked, item selected, wait a minute, I've got to cause an error now. So I clicked, doesn't exist. That'll cause some error, thank you. Okay. That equals that. Set position to cursor position. Yep. Yep. And we reset it to 0 once you've clicked again. So first click sets it, second click unsets it. That only happens on the clicks. I'm sure. Ow. Yeah. Item clicked if item selected equals 0. That should be not equal to 0. That makes more sense now. That will equal the item selected. That makes more sense to my mind. Otherwise, you click the button and you drop the dice. Now it makes to do what I had before. That there. Alright, let's try that bit of logic. Probably still wrong, but it'll be closer. What are these mock pre-death? We have picked up a dice. Folks, we have picked up a dice. Look at that. And you can see that it's wobbling, which means it's matching up. And you can see now our little box down there, spinning around, having a good time. And our dice isn't. So we've now got our spinner on the wrong object, unless we place it over there. That's awesome. Our spinner logic is slightly wrong. I like the fact that we've got a box there. That's pretty. Okay. Oh dear. The box should not reappear on there. It does for some reason. Is that because we've just left it there? Yes, it is. We haven't deleted it. We haven't done anything with it. We just left it wherever we left it. I don't care about it. Hey. We got another add color entity somewhere. We have. Oh, what happened there, Muppet? Is that you? Muppet was trying to type. Bless him. Right. So this isn't working properly now. Right, okay. We'll just pop you in there, shall we? That should stop some of the silliness. Put the right variable in the right place. Now the other thing I've noticed is this over here. This hasn't increased much. Right, I can pick it up, but it doesn't. Retest. Oh, I see. The box is going down underneath that. The box is spinning all the time. Okay. How's the box going in there? How is 0 getting inside there? Because of that. No. You're on an else. No clicking going on. It's doing something silly. Not equal to 0. Item selected is not equal to 0. But change its cursor position and rotate it. Correct. It is equal to 0. Make one change. Test. Anybody know how to switch these warnings off? There's a way of doing it in Microsoft. I'll work that out off screen. And now our Dubry's stopped working again. We're not setting its position. Okay. So if we're not dealing with the item that's been selected or clicked, anything else. If either of those two equal 0, or they'll end up in there otherwise. Right, that will move the box around properly. But I want to put a 0 in there, or hover. Not sure. Item selected equals whatever the menu's or 0 is 0. Yep. That should give us our mouse pointer back, our 3D cursor back. There we go. Have a look and see what's going on properly over here. So let's test it out. Right, our box rotates. Why does our box rotate? And box rotate. Okay. I think we've got there. I think we have got there. Yep, box has stopped rotating. We seem to have 3 squares going on here. I think we can take a few of these squares off. I don't know. A weird effect. Yeah, we can. So it's got to be greater than 0.5. Take that first. We'll just take that first one off. Less than not. Just take a little bit off the edge there, I think. Let that edge work okay. It's because of the viewpoint that we're using. And it's still doing that duck. Why is it still ducking? Warehouse, why are you still making it duck? The only time we can make it duck is there at -1. But it doesn't, it goes down to 0.5. Ooh. I like the idea of it ducking, but I don't like the idea of it coming forwards. It's going to the cursor. Alright, where are we getting cursor from? Getting it from there. Yeah. Not happy about that one. That gets rid of one of the problems, but not really. We have to think about these problems. We need to adjust this so it looks right. Get up now. Why is it ducking? That's why. Okay, stop doing that. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I could see if that was right. Yeah, I just wanted a little dink, not a massive splat. Alrighty. That is nearly what I want. It's now not picking up properly. Okay. Fine. It's reverting back to box again. It's reverting back to item. Selected. Okay. Increase rotation. It doesn't rotate when selected. Oh, that is going to have to be an O. I can't do it any other way. If the item is clicked or the item is selected, set the position. Okay. And rotate. Otherwise, I'm just going to turn that into a 0 for now. I hate doing these logics. I should really do a logic diagram. It's not showing it as selected there. And we left the box behind. Oh god, we left the box behind. Sorry, box. You are my hero, but we left you behind. Yeah, that's actually working, funnily enough. Not as intended, but that's, yeah, we'll just dip it then. Alright. What we'll do is we'll just dip it by 0.2. It was 0.4f before, I was hoping to just get a small dip and I didn't. Let's see if that'll work. Not getting much here. Oh, now we've got the thingy doing stupid things. Yeah, that's not the right thing to do. Remove. So, objectives, or our next objectives for this are: 1, obviously, to make the selected item an instance of the object that we pick up. Secondly, to get this rotation business sorted out, because every time I put it over there, the wrong thing's rotating. I like that idea. But our cursor is rotating, unfortunately, which is making a mess of the cursor. So when it goes over there, the cursor's rotating instead of the doobry. Right. And on that note, I'll give you the code. There we go. Let's get the code. Let's see. That's going to be our first attempt at selecting a menu object. Yeah. I like that. Sync to share, sync to send. I think this code is close now to being the final menu. Well, initial final menu anyway. Is everything synced? Yeah, let's just check. Go to amberskies.org.uk. GitHub code. Amberskies QT, and we are on development branch at the current time. And there we go. First attempt at selecting a menu object. Everything's in here. And it's, oh wow. And all alterations have been in here. Which is GUI 3D and OpenGL. Yeah, that's right. Right, that's nice. I'm happy that the code is working. Nearly as intended. There for you, if you want it. And I guess this is the outro. So if you want any music, I'll give you this for a couple of minutes and then switch it off. In the meantime, I would like you to take care, enjoy, play around with the code. What I have given is an example, not a solution. Have fun with it and stay safe.